stream quality is good. Alright, well, we're just gonna have to do it this way then. That's unfortunate for me. Okay, there we go. Notifications cleared themselves. Alright. Let's verify that we're good. Yeah, we're good. Alright. Well, well. I guess we'll actually get this started then.
How far did that portkey take us?
Farther from London than the carriage travelled. We're somewhere in the Scottish Highlands.
So, those roads. Do you
The
think...
portkey was meant to lead us there? I do. This has not been the day either of us expected. But Miriam sent that portkey to George for a reason. And I believe that she, and now George, died in pursuit of whatever it was meant to lead to. If you're sure you're all right and wouldn't mind indulging me, I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
Good. Let's see if we can find a path, however faded it may be.
It's not really displaying. Say hi if you're comfortable. Just kind of flip these a little bit because it looks like I'm much quieter than the game audio. I'm keeping myself a little quiet. Okay. That's B is to
Where do you
dodge,
suppose
A is
your
to
wife
jump.
got the portkey that brought us here?
A good question. Miriam spent years searching for evidence of a long-forgotten form of ancient magic.
Everyone here, you've missed practically nothing. You
Ancient magic?
got dropped here by a portkey,
Yes.
and that's about all we know.
Wielded by a rare few that seems to have been lost to time.
Oh yes, we must jump off the tiny ledge. Look who it is. Oh my god. It's you.
Hogwarts Castle was built by, and is itself a stronghold of that ancient magic.
What new game, new exciting game that I have been waiting for like my entire life has come out. Shocking, shocking.
Certain it was to do with that search. Ah, there's the path down below.
This actually... I haven't experienced stutters thus far, but I'm also, you know, about 5 seconds into the game, so...
Evidence of lost magic.
Miriam wanted to understand why such
But look at it,
powerful
so
magic
pretty.
disappeared from the
So
wizarding
pretty.
world. Spoke of the good it could do.
That's fair.
Magic is no different than any power. What really
If I do that.
matters is the one who
Wait, what if I...
wields it.
I want to know what that... Oh, okay. That just explains this to me. I was like, what is up to?
It's not cold enough here. It appears to be a sort of
Uh-huh.
enchantment. Someone wanted to block this path. Let's see some of that one work you were practicing.
Oh, I get to actually cast spells? I didn't think that was the thing. Didn't think that I got to do that. Can I make that go away? Yeah, I can. Oh, cool. That was easy.
Excellent.
He's streaming, yeah. I've also been fixing problems. It's saying that I'm dropping frames, which is interesting, because then I go over here and it says that I've got 0 dropped frames, so... I don't know who to believe. It says my stream quality is good. Use your camera to select an active target. I turned that off, though. Theoretically, that is not how I do that. Oop. Nice. Yeah, see, I can target anything. Yeah, see, I can target anybody, no matter where they are in my camera. Boosh.
A bit rougher than I'd expected. Your one work's improving with every cast.
Thank you.
sir.
Okay, that's actually insanely fun. Don't worry, I'll kill that thing for you. Ooh, got it. I can't shoot the birds. 0 out of 10. Can I hit the professor? Kind of.
Ah, up there.
Uh-huh. Yes, I've... Parkour! I like how I had to be shown parkour before I could do parkour.
Close now. It's just ahead.
Sorry, I'm gonna destroy every single jar on my way there. That is absolutely what I'm doing. It's... Yeah, I figured that it was gonna be good, because it looked insanely good.
Reparo.
Ugh. Everything I had seen up to this point had looked good, so... The only thing that concerned me was PC performance. And thus far, knock on the wood that is nowhere near me. It remains. Oh, Fig, don't get too far ahead of the student. Oh, I think he was about to insult me for being slow. Which I would have deserved. But not quite. Sorry, we got some enemies over there, Fig. I gotta take care of those. They could hurt you. Boom, boom, bam, boom. Poof. Hello there? Uh-huh. Yeah. You can also just go on your merry way, thank you. How do I do that? Okay, I guess we'll just do it the old-fashioned way. I want a band, though. Okay, it's fine, slash. I think this just works. We'll see. If I can spell things that I see right in front of me. Oh, I'm not logged in. Well, that would do it. Apparently I have to sign in to my own... yeah, log in, buddy. Yeah, apparently I'm not myself. Cool. Is it gonna make me do the whole token thing too? I don't remember having to do this before. I totally know my password, guys. Don't worry. Don't worry. I said, oh wait, caps lock was on? Well, that would do it. I don't know how long caps lock was on. Yeah, I had a feeling it was one of those two. Alright, so I've got a thing to do that. Where are my tokens? I don't remember. Does it come in my email? Oh, wait, I get it from text. Right. Been a minute. No, I haven't. I've logged in recently. I've logged into so many things with this account recently. Alright, there we go. I don't think this is how. Okay. I don't know what's going on there, but slash ban. Yeah, there we go. Impulsive testimo. Fake person. I've got my reasons. Anyway, back. I really was determined to ban that
Why would someone
thing.
build this here?
Anyway.
I suspect they value their privacy.
But I feel like this game deserves to get its
Let's have a look around for anything that
its
seems
story told. Plus, I've been super excited for this. I'm good, John. How are you, man? Mini map showing current objective to toggle. Yeah. So we're gonna explore the ruins. I think we start by. I wonder if we investigate the big thing here.
It's a mural of some kind.
That's good.
Perhaps our host was a noted seer. Interesting.
Oh, okay. That was just one of them. Oh wait, do we also investigate this thing maybe? I feel like I've seen people investigate this. I haven't watched anyone play the game, but
This statue.
I've seen small snippets. Okay, we're in a house. I'm in a house. So naturally we walk around this, destroying every pot we see. Like the good little... There's so many! These pots are evil, I promise. It comes up later in the story, I'm sure.
But what could it be blocking?
I don't know, let's touch it. Let's touch it. Anyway, let's go touch it. Is Fig actually running? Yeah, he is. It's a game you investigate everything and spend 90% of time doing stuff that doesn't matter.
Why would someone have conjured that enchanted stone here?
I don't... You're...
And how is there a room behind it?
Does he not see the room? Yep, he doesn't see the room.
I don't see anything.
There's that glow.
No, it's not co-op. It's not got any multiplayer at all. Oh, I can touch it. Hey man, I get to cast spells. That's all I care about. That sucks. It would have been sick as a co-op game, to be honest. I hope they make a co-op.
I don't believe it.
Oh my god, we went to Gringotts. Okay. So, door? Question? Door? How do you get in? There's no way in. Guys, wait a second. I have spotted a problem here. I mean, you can go that way, but I think there's supposed to be a door back there.
Hello?
Not in this playthrough. I'm gonna do 2 separate playthroughs. This one I intend to be a good boy. Second one I intend to murder all hoes. Good morning.
It can't be.
Hmm? Do you know Fig? Or are you just confused how people got here? Because I would also be baffled by how people got here when they bricked me in for all eternity, which was kind of rude. Oh, I am also recording this. The full video will be available on the YouTube.
Gringotts wizarding back.
As soon as I'm done here, I will definitely be uploading it.
Vault number 12, I presume.
How...
Precisely.
Uh,
The key.
oh. Ah...
Oh, yes, of course.
Ah, the key. That makes sense. The key, guys. The key, boys. It was the key. By the way, this is using ray tracing. It's actually running insanely well right now. I meant to turn that off for higher frame rates. Whoopsie.
After you.
Okay, so we get to have a lovely little jubbly time in Gringotts. For some reason.
Inside the cart, if you don't wish to lose them.
Oh, I thought it was going to say unless you wish to lose them, and I was like, kind of wish to. Be kind of epic to be honest. Can I still cast spell? No. They took away my spell casting. I'm not skipping this.
Hundreds. In fact, you'll see quite a few.
Oh.
As we speak, we're just beneath the main lobby.
Does
You
this...
see now are the newest. Are private entrances to the bank common at
Oh, so it's a private entrance fully.
Only one with great wealth or power, or both, could have arranged for such a service.
Is it going to be Merlin? Who arranged it, guys? Who arranged this?
A what?
Oh, water.
That waterfall washes away all enchantments. It's a security measure. Experience the thief's downfall.
He said to keep my... yeah.
These are the lower vaults.
I never said I was listening.
Vault number 12 was commissioned shortly after Gringotts was founded over 4 centuries ago.
Oh, this is so Merlin.
Settle in. We've quite a distance to go.
So do we think we get to fight any baddies like in Gringotts before we leave, or are we just in Gringotts for the hell of it? Because I have no idea.
Number
12.
Vault 12. Momentous day.
On your way.
On your way.
He doesn't seem nice. I'm just asking myself. I don't want to know. I want to find out. But based on evil guy there, that's all. Oh, can I cast spells? Cares not. Wants to cast spell.
Was where it was glowing. Like the glow you saw on the porky container.
No, darker.
Oh, I missed that on the dragon's collar.
About that goblin back there. He watches over the oldest section of the bank. Rare anyone goes there anymore.
Interesting. The bad guys are in the old parts of the bank. But if you said, what isn't this like the oldest or quite close to? So that must have been the first like 11 volts or something that guy watches. Actually, he probably also watches over this one. It's just that it's a completely private vault.
This vault was accessed. A goblin has been stationed at my desk for hundreds of years.
And the only way to get there is that cart.
No one has visited Vault 12.
I can cast spells. Can I break things? I saw nothing to break.
Vault 12. Thank you for your help.
Okay, sorry. They are the ones that want to kill me. Is that better? I think they want to do me a murder. The feeling may be mutual, not sure yet, haven't decided.
I'm not sure. Sir, I wonder if you might... The instructions for Vault 12 indicate that I am to grant access to the holder of the key and then close the door.
Professor?
That was certainly unexpected.
Huh.
Let me think. There must be something here.
I don't know, there's like a glowing...
Revelio, perhaps?
Ooh,
Revelio?
Yes, a revealing charm.
I already get to learn Revelio?
Let's see what we're missing, shall we?
I think it's that glowing thing over there. Wait, what? I don't understand, it didn't... It did tell me, I just kind of did it. Okay, cast Revelio. Oh my god, you actually kind of learned spells, which is cool.
Move a bit closer and try again.
Okay, first off. Oh, I can't cast... Is there anything to break in here? No? Okay.
Revelio. Door.
It's a door!
Well, that's a start. There's that symbol again. I don't
Oh, yeah.
suppose you see a way to...
I do, Professor. That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw on the portkey container.
I have an idea of what?
You can see reveals the way forward. Then I dare say we are about to discover the secret of this vault. Lead the way.
That makes sense. I mean, it didn't seem like a particularly challenging thing to do at this point. I'm sure it gets harder with later spells. But...
Lumos.
Do I get to learn that now?
This is no
Okay.
ordinary vault. I suspect we will need to earn our way out of here.
What do you mean?
Oh, we're definitely fighting things in here.
This is some sort of test.
Oh, god, dark.
But to what end, I can't say. Stay close. There will be no disapparating if things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
Yeah, you can't do that out of Gringotts, I don't think. And I don't know we disapparated at all. I think we merely used a port key to teleport ourselves. I don't think I've seen apparition. At least not to my knowledge. Also, how did my parents feel about me getting admitted to Hogwarts 5 years in?
I see something up ahead.
Were they,
What is it?
That glow.
Revelio.
On the floor.
Were they wizards? And, like, why doesn't my kid get to go to Hogwarts? Or, like, were they muggles and they were like, what? Okay. Oh, cool. I did a thing.
When I moved towards the glow, it suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
Are you all right?
Oh god.
Yes, sir. I'm fine.
You seem to
Revelio.
have caused the floor to
Revelio.
change.
That statue.
What statue?
You see the
I
reflection?
see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor.
I wonder what happens if I use Revelio.
Revelio.
I presume it is what you saw
Statue.
reflected.
It turned on the floor, but not...
The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match.
Oh, it's a puzzle.
When you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
Oh.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
Okay, we are learning Lumos. So steady your wand and guide it along the symbol's path to learn the spell, the corresponding input. Okay, to accelerate. Oh god. Alright, now that I know that I have to outpace the line, now it's a little bit more like nerve-wracking. You've acquired that? Okay, yeah, so now I get it on that. So I do that and then tap Y. Alright, so hold that. So okay, so they do it on an up. Yeah, they do it on an up. Okay. I was wondering when they did the cast, the base cast.
It does follow the light.
Do 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 do. I wonder what happens if I feel like I've made a fucky wucky. They do not seem happy to see me. Those guys are holding their swords up, and I don't think I like that. Whoa, Protego. Okay, so that's just a tap Y. So tapping Y is Protego. Oh, wait. Why am I here? Ow. Okay, cool. Now I'm noticing things. Oh, he Levioso'd the one that was gonna attack me. He keeps destroying the things before they have the chance to attack me. Let's go. I'm just... Yeah, I figured that out. Man, I'm so glad that I've gotten... Why'd you cast Lumos? There might be more of them.
Stay close.
Mm-hmm. I noticed that swords hurt. Stay close. Okay.
Lumos.
What?
Professor! Professor
Where did Fig go?
Professor, where are you?
Where?
This isn't good. Where am I supposed to go? What's happening?
Oh, there's like lights that are probably
Wisps of
guiding me.
magic seem to be leading me somewhere.
We're gonna go to a magical place. Do 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 do.
That's where
It's
they're
gonna fuck me up.
That glow again.
I should just investigate it. That seems to work. I've noticed a problem here. There's another one of those statues,
Revelio. Suppose I'm on my own this time.
and something tells me that I'm going to be casting spells against these things. Okay. Well then. Oh, do I have to like make them see me first? What happens there? You gonna turn towards? Oh, okay. I see. I forgot. So I need to cross the beams. Where's the last? Okay, there's the last beam. And there we go. Cross the beams.
I seem to have no choice. I'm going to have to fight my way out of here.
Okay. Bring it. Boom, I'm a badass. Hold Protego. Wait, hold Y during Protego to stun with a Stupefy counterattack. Wait, that's how I use Stupefy? Okay. Oh, okay. I've done the whole day there. Probably should just kind of hang out and wait. Oh, okay. And I can have that target anyone. This is okay. I'm enjoying the very limited amounts of things that I can do. I do like that I know Stupefy already. That's pretty fun. Yeah, I beat them all with basic cast. Find Fig. Okay, we probably should... Oh, whoops.
Lumos.
I did that the wrong way around. I swore I saw something glowing in the background. Fine, we'll go to the wisps. Oh, I can sprint. That's cool. I don't like the sudden red here. It's a little sus.
Lumos.
Ah, you don't use Nox. Or does he? No. At least not so far. Let's go grab this thing. I've made a friend. His name is Bodily. Oops, I bumped the thing.
There you are. How did you...
I'm cool.
Is this place?
I don't know. But I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere basin. That is a pensive for viewing memories.
Oh, does that have a thing in it? The hair of whatever to see the memory? Yeah! We're gonna see a memory.
Follow my lead.
And stick your face in. And go glub 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 glub. Leonardo.
In place. The portkey is well hidden, perhaps too well. I wonder if the path we've created
May be impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can.
your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough, personal. We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain.
Yes, and if we are correct, Charles, the ritual wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge, and the responsibility that accompanies it.
We've done all that we can.
Time to pull out the memory.
That's what you're seeing. The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you could see it because, yeah, the memory.
I see. Magic.
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed, but
You
could
can never see.
Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries. And you, it seems, are the key to understanding why.
We were all rather different than it did a moment ago.
Someone's coming.
Uh-oh.
Who were they? I don't know. But, sir, you shouldn't be in here.
Hmm.
I was right.
Ramrock. Hi, Ramrock.
Rock. Seems my reputation precedes me. I was beginning to think no one was ever going to visit Ragon's vault. And why are you here?
Oh, we're pulling out our wands.
Just give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
We found nothing.
Sir, they have the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have them.
Hey, that wasn't very nice.
I have no patience for traitors.
I don't think he betrayed you, though.
Where were we? I
Also a little rude.
Perhaps your young friend here will be more helpful.
Magic glove, stop. Bow. Oh, no, 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 no. Nondescript ancient magic golem. Activate. Oh look, the portal. It leads somewhere new. Toxic. Levioso. So I can teleport like magic.
Are you alright?
Fine, sir.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
That's curious.
Where are we?
It can't be. It seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability to end up here. Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to.
Hogwarts? Oh wow, that actually just transitioned straight into cinematic like that. This is a totally pre-rendered cutscene. That was actually a fairly smooth transition. That's the name of the video game. So do I get sorted first, or do I get to go to, wait. Oh, okay, we're at Hogwarts, so who needs a wand anyway? I guess I technically have one
We haven't missed the sorting ceremony.
somehow.
I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can.
Oh, we
but
found a
first I
locket.
must contact the ministry. They
Don't
need to
remember
know what
much
happened
about the
to
locket.
John when we warned of Ranrock.
Oh wait, the locket that
For the
he
moment,
got.
I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
I'm gonna go tell
Thank you.
everyone.
Ready for the sorting ceremony?
I think he's ready to wrap it up. I think we had missed the sort of
Nigelus Black.
Phineas Nigels.
Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem
Enough.
has...
Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly
Rumours.
losing the patience I had left.
I'm a
If
stuck
you're lucky,
British.
we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
Rude.
I'll be in touch.
Fig is awfully short though. There was no height slider, I actually just remembered from the character creator. Everyone's the same height.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Welcome. just in time. Have a seat.
She's nicer. Okay. So I'm interested how the selection looks. Is it?
Yes. A bit older than the others.
We'll let
aren't
it go.
You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
Yeah, we'll just start with I can't wait to start classes. Actually, I can't wait to explore. Can I? Hello? Oh, I guess it just had been so long that my controller had gone to sleep.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit. But your professors have a great deal to teach you as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but you're brave at heart, exceptionally daring, undaunted by the unknown, willing to forge ahead alone when you must.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps you belong in Gryffindor.
So that's a whisper. So then I get to actually choose. I see. So the sorting hat will take your choice into account when sorting you into your house. Gryffindor house, known for the daring, brave, and chivalrous. We are going to accept the house, because this is the house that is attached to my account. That's why it gave me that house. Assumedly.
Better be Gryffindor.
Delight-filled.
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled.
Oh.
It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me.
He seems like a terrible
You are
headmaster.
here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
But there's a feast. Bruh.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way.
I look forward to seeing what it looks like.
It's most uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. This should be quite an adventure.
I'm looking forward to it.
I remember the first time I entered the Gryffindor common room after being sorted.
I wonder if she has what old lines she has.
I am a Gryffindor. Never could remember the password when I was a girl, however.
Password?
Password?
Oh, the fat lady. Classic.
Password is Grata Domum.
Grata Domum.
You may enter.
Or I wonder if they have different people and take you to your common
Go
room.
in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Oh, thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome.
I'm
You
impatient.
enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
So I still don't have my own wand, which is disappointing. Still on loan. I was hoping that I'd get the wand sooner rather than later, but that's okay.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
It's gonna be hard to turn ray tracing off. Oh, and I can cast the spells in here. That's sweet.
Lumos.
He doesn't say Nox, and I'm a little bit disappointed in that. I feel like I'm gonna have a lot of moments of just kind of being speechless at least at this stage in with the common room. That and just casting spells. Whoa, wait, okay, so that's another dorm. I thought that would have been, okay. I guess I should have used the map. Would have been.
Which way is the common room?
Yeah, we're figuring that out together, buddy. Okay, here we go. This is the common room. They shut up when I got too close. There's so many. Wait, another Weasley? Gareth Weasley.
Sure you don't want to try it? Brewed it myself. Hello, you're the new 5th year. Pleased to meet you. I'm Gareth.
Quite enthusiastic.
Heard about your travels here. Can't believe it. Glad you and Fig were right. Is it true that someone from the ministry was with you in the carriage?
Oh, yes. A friend of Professor Fig's.
Oh, didn't mean to pry. Nasty business, dragons. Again, very glad you're here.
Thank you. So am I. Are you related to Professor Weasley?
I am. She's my aunt.
Makes sense.
Must be nice having an aunt for a professor.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? Aunt Matilda
Figured
tends
it's
to
not.
treat me as if I'm a first year. Keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest. Still, she means well. And she's an incredibly powerful witch. She'll have your back.
What's that in your mug?
Are you having butterbeer for breakfast?
Hmm? Oh no. I've been perfecting a recipe I came up with over the summer. I'm almost there, based on some reactions that may need a bit more work.
I would say they didn't seem too thrilled by it.
Since you enjoy brewing, might I assume that you've a talent for potions of all sorts?
Well, as I see it, there's little difference fundamentally between brewing a modification to
So it is a
butterbeer
version of
and a Wiggenweld
butterbeer.
potion. Though I'm not certain Professor Sharp would make the connection. He doesn't appreciate my creativity as much as you might think.
So Sharp is
Well, it was nice
the
meeting you,
potions
Gareth, and
professor.
Thank you for the insights on your aunt.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
Assuming that I'm gonna learn how to get the Wiggenweld potion from potions class. Okay. We'll go and talk to this person over here. Who's this? Cressida Bloom. She is attempting some kind of spell. Oh, looks like she's trying to change the...
It's not a complicated spell. I should be able to do it non-verbally. Why is this not working? Ah! Oh, hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida.
Pleasure to meet you.
Cressida.
Splendidly theatrical arrival to the sorting ceremony last evening. Made it in by the skin of your teeth. Is it true that you're Professor Fig's protege?
I studied with him.
I'm not sure I'd say that, but I did study with him a little before we arrived.
Blast! I was hoping he might have given you some advice on non-verbal casting.
No
Is that
such
what you
luck.
were trying to do
Or
just
did
now?
he?
Oh, yes. Having a spot of trouble. I've mastered the charm using its incantation. This is proving a bit trickier.
Does make it a lot harder. I'm just gonna be
Don't worry,
positive.
you'll get it in the
I'm
end.
the new 5th year who has no magic.
If I can
Or
get
very
it,
little magic.
Professor Ronan's sure to be very impressed. I'm just going to
Ronan's
keep
charms
at it.
then?
Is it really that difficult to cast non-verbally?
Oh, yes. And if you don't get it just right, the result can be, shall we say, awkward. Once, I tried to cast Depulso non-verbally on a goblet in the Great Hall and ended up launching Professor Sharp's Yorkshire pudding into his face. He was not happy.
Yeah.
Do most students know how to cast non-verbally?
I don't think so.
Not at all. Hogwarts doesn't teach non-verbal casting until the 6th year. And even then, many struggle with it. I'm
That's
simply
curious.
trying to get ahead of the game.
Well, good luck with it. It was nice to meet you, Cressida.
You as well. Enjoy your first day.
I'm sure I will. I'm quite excited to see what defense against dark arts has. Oh wait, I can aim? I can. That's awesome. Maybe I talk to someone back here. Okay. Nellie Oxfire.
It's perfectly safe.
She says as she jumps down.
Well, hello. Don't mind me. I find it helpful to change my point of view now and again. Put things in perspective. Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower, from the outside, without a broom.
Goodness.
A little dangerous.
I'm Nellie, by the way. Nellie Oxfire. I've heard rumors about what happened to you on your way to Hogwarts. Is it true? About the dragon?
It's true.
Yes, our carriage was attacked by a dragon.
Crikey! I can't believe it. How thrilling! And also terrifying. Anyway, you've certainly brought some much-needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that matter.
Yeah, is everyone in here 5th year? Because it seems like everyone in here is a 5th year. People saying about my travels here.
What exactly are the rumors about my journey to Hogwarts?
That you escaped a dragon attack? Isn't that enough? Most of us arrive via train or boat. Not having just escaped the jaws of a dragon. Of course it's got people talking.
Seems a few more of you, baby, are here.
Fast at Hogwarts.
If so, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Not afraid of heights.
I take it you're not afraid of heights.
It's something I've always done, since I was little. My mother once found me on the roof when I was 5. Still has no idea how I got there. But with all the strange hallways and rooms in the castle, and everything lurking in and outside the grounds, you don't need to scale a tower to see something incredible here.
So why do you do it? Curious.
I don't
Ashin.
imagine most students have never seen a dragon. Have you?
Goodness no. And I'd never heard of one attacking a carriage like that. Not enough meat in a carriage, I'd think.
There's not, but it was on purpose. Someone was targeting
I'm
it.
sure I'll be seeing you around, either in our common room.
Not that we know
or
that yet.
Scale your next tower.
You never know. Bye for now.
She's gonna get herself killed. Sir. And there she goes. Okay. Let me actually see here. There's something that I want to look for. I don't know where in the settings it's going to be, though. Maybe it's an accessibility. Not camera shake. So that can turn off that. Can I just make it entirely transparent and then it's gone? No. I know that there's a way to do that. Maybe it's in here. I would have thought that it'd been in here, to be honest, but I don't see it in there. Don't think it's in here either. Wouldn't make any sense. Doubt it would be in here either. Or there, yeah, that's keyboard and mouse. It'd have to be in accessibility. Someone said try roaming around the castle without the mini-map. Which means that you can make the mini-map go away, but I don't know how you do that. Unless it's in user interface options, which would make sense. Yep, show minimap. Turn that off. Why not? Force myself to learn the way around. So many things to interact with. Okay, so this is the main common room then. So that must have had first years and all.
I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most.
I guess I've known that I'm going here for a while.
Day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your
Oh, the owls are this year.
at the end of the year.
O-W-L.
I forgot.
Owls.
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you lead here.
Determine that in the 5th year?
With the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education of the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
Oh, yes.
Here you
The
are.
field study thing. Yep, just let it go and do whatever it does there. What was this? I'm curious if it was supposed to do that, because she doesn't seem shocked by this.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable wisdom.
No explanation for what happened there? Alright. That's fine.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have.
Am I gonna learn
Okay,
Accio?
and we shall put it to the test.
Or anything? Or am I just gonna use Revelio? What
This
is
way.
that? I'm going,
Guide you
Professor.
with opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Revelio.
Okay, nothing's in the area. I actually don't know if it'll work while I'm in this moment.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student.
Is it like a
Using the guide
calculator?
will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do
Very
keep
nice.
up. Ah, the guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor Barufio.
It does? How, okay, I see.
On it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Gotcha. This portrait depicts the wizard, Barufio, famed for his brain elixir, and as an example of what happens when incantations are improperly spoken, he once said S instead of F and found himself on the floor with a buffalo on his chest. Whoopsie. Field guide challenges are the only way to acquire experience points or XP. Yeah, Harry Potter. Field. It's the only way? Uh-oh. I guess we're going to be doing this a lot. Level XP earned from challenges increases your power. Okay, so... Alright, so there's like the field challenges, which is what I just did. Was an exploration thingy. Okay, there's combat things. Okay. I was like, I just have to go find a whole bunch of fucking pages. Is that what I've been told? Oh. So collecting field guide pages in Hogwarts unlocks things. So I can get special rewards. Must be claimed from the challenges menu. Come back often to view and see what you have unlocked. You are streaming? Yeah, I am. Watch this. I cast spell.
Keep your eyes open for more
I cast spells.
inside and outside of the castle.
I got combat spell. A single one. What is it? That one. And I also have Protego. Let's go. And Lumos, because gotta light the way. Kitty. Kitty.
No time to waste. Your class is to
I pat cat. Does it suck, or is it what you dreamed of? It is. I can't speak on that. I've been playing the game for like less than an hour. I love it so far. Everything I've done so far has been great. The only reason why I'm not further is because of my own slowness in enjoyment of what I'm doing. I'm not disappointed. So far, I'm not disappointed, at least. I'm not deep enough to know everything. Okay, so I'm gonna learn the flute system. Okay, so I can open the map with this button then. So I can go to fast travel points. The left side of the map is where students and professors live, and includes the house common rooms. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I know everything, so the south wing. So that is where it wants me to go. Okay, so I'm going to go to the south wing. Okay, and then I can see the Flu network inside of the south wing. In this view, you can see the Flu flames available in that region. Green Flu flames represent frames that you discovered, including your own house common room. Gray Flu flames are areas of the map that you have not discovered. Makes sense. The right side of the map is where you'll find academic points of interest, including astronomy tower, library, and greenhouses. I will say that I'm glad that I have chosen to get the game when I have, because this has been good. I'm very happy. Professor Weasley has unlocked the central hall Flu flames for you. So rotate the map and fast travel to that location. Boop. It's open world. It is an open world RPG. I would say.
Lead directly to Central Hall.
Okay.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
That would make sense. Accio, I want to know Accio.
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
Believe Revelio will actually show something here.
You'll be expected to attend both charms and defense against the dark.
I'm gonna learn 2 spells.
And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Can you tell me more about Charms class?
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect.
Spells, charms, jinxes.
All terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining.
Oh, I remember who Ronan is. I recognize that name from things that I've seen. And I'm also going to go to Hogsmeade today.
The Defense Against the Dark Arts class.
Defense against the dark arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of defense against the dark arts is required for those who
I wonder if you get to select your job, because I'd love to be an aura.
We are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
I believe I'm going to learn Levioso from her.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Oh,
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
I'm excited.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of
wonderful.
Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He literally just taught me
He's been
Revelio.
terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack.
I'm
My
not at
suspicion is that there's more
liberty
the
to say.
story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
I'm going to stick with Fig.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said.
I had a choice there, but I feel like that I stick with what Fig asked.
Fig, your ears must have been burning. Yes, you seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Just glad we both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
More fun that way.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
Exposition, so much exposition. But that's
Good luck
okay.
today.
This is definitely less exposition than other games. I'm just complaining because I want to go to class.
And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes,
Uh-oh.
Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
I want to get to Hogsmeade. I'm playing today until I get to Hogsmeade. I don't care how long. Okay, I heard it. Or wait, I saw. Okay. I know that I need to talk to him, but I found the thing. No co-op. No. There's no co-op. This game would be sick if it had co-op, though. I hope that they make another game like this with co-op. I think that it was just that in everything that they were trying to do, like, this is a totally new genre of game for Avalanche. So the fact that they've pulled off what they've pulled off is impressive, and if it's as good as it seems to be, insane props to them, because they have never done an open world game like this. This is totally new ground for them. So I'm sure with the complications that already existed, netcode would be an absolute nightmare. This ornate fountain features intricately carved statues of denizens of the magical world, including a set of stone sirens encircling the fountain's base. Alright, we'll
It's good to see you,
talk
Professor.
to him.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I?
But I want to go and immerse myself in studies.
successfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I wonder if he would have interrupted me. I didn't like to lie to her.
I did try to evade her questions, though I feel a little deceptive. That said, I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
What makes you think that?
Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And
Are we
she
going to
may
be
feel
sneaking out?
obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards.
This was
to
used
guide
in the
you.
most recent trailer.
Speaking of guides,
That word.
and
that
so that
phrase.
I may avoid another not so subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
An enchantment. Okay. So we'll open the map. Okay, so that'll show me the main quests. Okay. Some quests are locked by spells or level requirements. They'll have a lock on them. In these cases, you will need to be the required level or have the required spell to activate the quest. New spells can be earned by completing professor assignments or as quest rewards. Okay. Press A to track a quest. So we have, okay, so we're going to learn Levioso and Accio, which makes sense. That's kind of what I assumed we would learn first. So we're going to go to learn Levioso first.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, it sounds like you've quite a day ahead, with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand.
That's what I want. I want the wand.
Enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious lot.
Cool, Professor. Goodbye.
Focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Okay. Cast Charmed Compass. Alright, sweet. So I can then get an idea of where I'm supposed to go. just a light filled, so I know that there's a lot more in this area. There's something down here. My inventory should be empty, so let's try opening it up. Oh, cool. We'll sneak on in here really quick and search that. Cool, we found a thing. Alright. Alright. Oh wait. Revelio? Is that a Revelio thing?
Possibly be as difficult as it seems.
What's up?
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello.
Curious.
I'm Laura. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm
It's a Hufflepuff.
Army. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Curious.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind,
Interesting.
but I'm not sure what to do next.
Oh, I might need more spells.
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
Interesting.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
Kind things.
Do come and find
That spot must be a clue.
Oh, okay.
I should look around in case it's nearby.
Yeah, so if I find... that's right there. And it's the front, so it's down there by the fat thing. Which was kind of a rude way of putting it, but you know.
This
Here.
looks like the location from the painting. What could be so
Oh,
special about
that there. Can I... what? Oh, Revelio. Hey, another field guide page. Sick. Maybe if I... okay. Maybe I need to do Lumos. Okay, that was correct.
Let's get you back to your frame.
Oh, okay, so we take it to the front. Okay, she has my sister's face. And then do I just stop and it goes in? Nice. And then I got a field. Okay. If I ever see Lenora again, I'll be sure to do that. Oh, there she is.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
Tell her.
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Mead, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out.
Cool.
The moth! I've seen that.
It's gonna be okay, friend. Oh, it's just gone. Fascinating. Okay, anyway. Oh, I'm not tracking anything currently. Interesting. I didn't realize that it was gonna untrack that so quickly. Alright, let's see if I can't... okay. Okay, no, I don't need a waypoint. Yeah, I want to go to the Hogwarts map, thank you. Track that quest, and then we will go. So this way down here, okay. So it's through this door? Okay, there we go. She looks exactly like Reese, not even funny. You gotta get the game and show Reese now. Okay, so now I can start the quest. It's funny, but still, yeah. Hilarious quite. So can I free cast Stupefy eventually?
Is that all you've got?
Uh-oh. Levioso.
Professor Hackett!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be
That's
asking
cool.
yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge.
Very
To
well
the
done.
wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Like an entire human being. Okay, so we're gonna study the wand and we're gonna learn the spell. Ready, guys? Let's go. We did it. Learned the spell. Leviosa.
Levioso.
Fantastic.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Okay, so now I'm gonna use it on that thing. Guess we're special. Okay, where is it gonna put it by default?
Basic cost. See how
Ouch.
the dummy deflected your cast. This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent. Good. Now, welcome done.
There we go.
Very
Yellow breaks through yellow.
But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll
Sebastian.
start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
All right.
Levioso. Protego. Can't
Oops.
be your first duel. Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
Only all my students without a doubt.
Ouch.
Levioso.
Okay, so that's...
Duel.
There we go, we knocked him off. Move in.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
He did not appreciate that.
Put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hackett. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable.
I'm
of
assuming that I
achieving
can learn more from her
and
later.
They must achieve it. A classroom rule is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today.
So
I
Sallow
shall
was the
return
guy that I
soon
just
with
dueled.
additional assignments.
Okay, so I'll get additional assignments from her
That's enough
later.
spectacle for one day. Class is
Nice work.
So I can talk to him, so he's not
I
bitter.
enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've had my share of wand combat.
I've jeweled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Fair enough. You owe me an honest jewel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Unsanctioned. Sounds intriguing.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether
I like it
it's
for.
joining a secret dueling club or sneaking into the restricted section.
So that sounds like something we're gonna be doing doing later.
Be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. Sure, I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned. We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
We'll have to do that later.
Till next time.
Sure, we have to wait until we have a few more spells. Can I talk to her right now? No, I can interact with this student.
You jeweled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
Okay, so now we're gonna open up. We're gonna go to the Hogwarts map, and side quests are now available. Side quests are marked in the black diamonds and can be found in the side regions of Hogwarts marked as, okay, black flags. These quests reward XP, but do not advance in the main story. Interesting. So that must be. We can find Sebastian over here somewhere. Is that it? Yes. Okay, or Luke and Brattleby. Okay, we'll do that after we learn some more spells, because I've got a feeling that's got to be somewhat important. Okay, so we'll track that, and we will use that to show me the best way there. Time to learn yet another spell. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Okay, that's flu.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Okay, so this must be the same type of thing.
Lumos.
Interesting. We won't get too absorbed into it right now, but good to know that there's a lot more of that.
Revelio.
Felt like there was another thing that I saw. I thought there was one that was closer, that was more of like a... Nope. The other flute patterns down there. We'll go to that later. I do want to unlock more of the flute pattern network. Okay. Oh, another flute pattern.
Revelio.
Oh hey, it's a moth. You know what? We're gonna go see.
Lumos.
Come on. I wonder. Which way did we come from? Yes. I don't know if that was the right one. It was. Sweet. I'm level 3 already. Let's go back into the challenges here. We'll go in here and we will collect that as a reward. And okay, we're not there yet. We gotta get 5 more in Hogwarts. Okay, but I do get some legendary gloves, and I need to do more of the relationship quests. Wonderful. Okay, we can also look at our gear. So, yeah, that's not... so we got handwear. black leather gloves. Okay, well I'd rather just not wear any gloves at the moment. Face wear, but that doesn't really matter. Head wear, that doesn't really matter. I was like, I swear that I have at least one actual piece of equipment. Okay. So we can do that. That's fine with me. Neckwear. Interesting. Okay. Wand handles. Curious. And then robes and such. Okay, well we just have the traditional school robe for now. Okay. Oh, shoot. Didn't mean to deactivate it. Alright. Off we go.
Professor Ronan.
Yes. Alright. We're already here. Oh, look, it's Sebastian.
Here. Behind you.
Natsia Onai.
Thank you. Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
The answer is no.
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks.
He is eccentric, and I love it.
Before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm?
Oh boy.
Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and turn summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
They do have enough. Okay. Alright. And we've learned Accio.
Accio.
Her turn.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here.
It's interesting.
That's enough of that.
Okay, don't
As you
really
all seem to
practice
have
it.
the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day. I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Curious man. Oh, are we gonna play a game? I wonder.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree.
Fortunately, they don't get to play this year.
What better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
And then it just okay.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
All right, let's see how this goes.
Very simply, cast Accio and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, Aki, think of this like gobstone. That's it.
Okay. Okay, I felt that. So I get to do it again.
Splendid.
Is it? Ah. That one's gonna be too soon. But I can consistently get it in the 30. That's kind of cool, though.
Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition.
So now I'm gonna actually play for
Would you
keeps.
care to give our new student a bit of a challenge?
God damn it. Okay.
You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Alright, Onai, you go first.
What's this?
Okay. Now then, what happens if I go for knocking hers out? Come on, okay. I got 50 as well. Great. I'm gonna hold it a bit longer than I did the last time. Let's go.
That was an exit. Let us see this.
So she's gonna get 30, okay. Alright, I just need to not help her points. Perfect 150. Let's go. I'm a bit of a pro. Pretty good at Accio, if I say so myself.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Oh, I'm gonna have to play round 2 right now. Okay. Okay, now there's boxes in the way. This makes things harder. I think I lose this.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it.
Oh, just okay.
Settles it all.
Okay, she's timed it right, so she's gonna. She timed it okay. So I want to wait for it to go again. I want to go for that one. Actually. Oh god, I gave it way too much. Wait, or did I give it just enough? Stay. Oh, it shut. No one saw that. Okay. I wonder if it'll take my points away. Yeah, it took my points away. That's fair. Alright. Okay. I needed to knock hers out, which was going to be difficult. So I think I need to pull this way. No, okay, she wins. Yeah. There wasn't a whole lot I could have done.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
I should have won. I got the 1 on 50. In my head canon, I won. Oh.
Dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you.
Took
me weeks to become proficient with Accio.
Oh, whatever.
It took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
I bumped that. Okay. Hold my own.
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate your confidence.
Gotta have confidence
I
here.
transferred from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Interesting.
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses it.
Interesting.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient.
Yeah,
without the wand. I must
no doubt.
admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
I wonder if
It's
wand
nice to
casting
learn
is
about another
stronger.
wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. He'll join next time.
Of course, a word can
If you
use
would.
Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation.
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor.
I wonder if I had,
It was a
if
challenging match.
she would have always
Miss
found a way to
Onai is
make you
always
lose
a
it.
fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to
Interesting.
hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Special assignments. Let's go. Okay, so we're done with that. So I think what maybe we do, I don't know how possible it is now that we have Accio and Leviosa, or Levioso, but I think we go here, track that. Let's see here. It looks like this will put me the closest to it. Oop, remove waypoint. Travel. Sorry, I meant to just travel. It's pretty quick. Yeah, makes sense. I'll get out of here. Okay, there it goes. I was like, I assume that it goes further. We'll run around down here.
Revelio.
Really? Well, it didn't make a ding, which is interesting. Huh? Huh. Huh, level 1 lock. We don't know La Humora. Whoa, what?
Revelio.
Interesting. A chest. Regal blue. Jump in here. Anyway. just to take that field guide page. Scotland. Horn Black Dragon. Shh. Mm-hmm. Oh, sweet.
It's just over there.
Okay. Let me investigate this or something. Oh, maybe... Hey, that worked.
Can I help you?
Attacked Lucan.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed ones. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's
Simple.
all about determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Very much.
Of course.
We're very
It's an
interested.
entertaining pastime.
I agree.
That it is.
Besides, in cross ones, you could duel with a partner if you like. Your first
Nice.
time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So,
Okay, cool.
let's step into the ring.
So I can bring people around with me. I'm ready.
In the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
I like this guy. Lucan Brattleby.
We'll make you regret signing up.
Well, that's a little rude. Yeah. Yeah, I want to use my levitation spell on people. Yep. Ouch. I'm messing up. Still getting used to combat. Probably. There we go. And then I'll get her in my Levioso once she goes down. Damn, he was casting Fringo even. Ugh, we won, but I took more damage than I definitely should have.
Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you can be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organise these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first crossed ones victory. Well fought.
Thank you. Get better at using Protego. Okay. We completed the first round. Interesting.
I feel sorry for your next opponent. Just wait till I've grown a bit, then we'll see how well you do.
Confident. I like it. It's probably time to check our map. See where we're going. We'll check Hogwarts map. Okay. Interesting. There's another quest. Duly noted. We'll do that later. Let's go see her first. And we will take this to get closer. It lags occasionally. Let me look at stuff. Oh yeah, it says that I've dropped a couple of frames. So it hasn't had perfect stability the whole time, but it's only dropped like 290 frames, so it is lagging very occasionally though. That would be the shitty upload speeds that I've got. Though some of it may be the game. The game, like here, the game's a little bit choppier. It's struggling a little bit harder with the frame rate here, but it's not terrible. Okay, so I go down that way. Interesting. Let's do the Revelio. Okay, that's another page then somewhere. Okay, that's where the page is, right here.
Lumos.
Centaur.
Has one person even tried to sort this dreadful odor?
Ooh, okay. Alright, there. And another one. Oops, collect. There we go. Soon we're gonna hit level 5. Level 5 is when you can start actually using the talent trees, but you have to unlock it through the main quest first. Okay. Alright. And here we go. I got another Flea Flame location. And here we go.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Dean. Perhaps you could help.
No doubt the room of requirement.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Fig said that it's best to keep the details light.
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streamer. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
So I wonder why I was added as a 5th year.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now,
Wonderful.
regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you,
Wonderful.
Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand.
I wonder if that'll actually reflect in gameplay at all. I kinda doubt it. So...
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
Wonderful.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with Transfiguration.
Oh, isn't she the Transfiguration Professor?
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon
Okay, so
Alley.
there's more than just
We're
one
fortunate to
Diagon Alley.
have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps
Okay,
Sebastian
so-
Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I want to learn more about Natty.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Alright, so we've got Ronan to talk to, who's right over there. I see the little marker. So we'll go talk to Ronan. Speak to Ronan when your first assignment. Assignments are a type of quest given to you by Hogwarts professors that, when completed, reward you with new spells. The reward for completing first assignment will be the mending charm Reparo, which is required to complete other quests. Yeah.
Ah, there you are.
Hey, Ronan.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Remember that
Indeed I do.
Resnov
And an
haircut you used to
exceedingly
have?
useful one at that. The mending charm
Kind of?
Reparo.
I think it's kind of how I tend to go with my hair, too. If you're wondering if that's the haircut that my character has, yes, I picked that haircut.
Than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to
Okay.
learn magic.
So I gotta hone my
have
magic
arranged
first.
some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Okay, so I've got some things. So what's the purpose of the
Why must they
tasks?
first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience. And these tasks should provide you with just that.
So am I
Such
gonna use Reparo in them?
experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
I guess we'll see how the tasks are laid out.
Task right away, Professor.
Ooh,
Revelio.
sweet. Oh, another one.
This is the right area. Got it.
Ooh. Another one. We are getting these like nobody's business. Okay, so collect the flying pages in the defense against the Dark Arts Tower. Hmm? Ah, this way.
The flying
Okay.
page must be around here
Oh, I
somewhere.
must have been meant to get the one that I got. Does it take me anywhere else? No. Okay. Ooh, I see it.
Lumos.
Whoops. There it goes. Alright. Okay, so then I'm just gonna go back to... We'll talk to her later. We are on missions. I want to get my own wand. I know that it has my wand, my real wand loaded in the game, so I'm pretty excited.
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't too much trouble.
Okay, so I was just grabbing some fields page. So that's how that works.
You clearly know your way around basic
That works. Makes
Let us
sense.
give the old mending charm a try then, shall we?
Okay.
Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Alright, here we go. Time to learn another spell.
Remember, your wand is a conduit
Okay.
for your magic.
So we're gonna do A, X, A. Oop, A. X. A. A. This is the most drawn out one that I've learned so far. Okay, so Reparo actually goes on the quick bar. Okay.
That's
Oh,
it.
shoot.
Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Reparo.
Nicely done. Works like a charm, doesn't it?
Fantastic. Do I get a page for that?
Revelio.
Okay, no, but I get a completed assignment. I got... Alright, I'm high enough level to unlock the talent tree once it's available. So that's pretty cool. There's something... Give me that. What? Huh.
Levioso. Accio.
Hmm. I have no idea what this is. Huh. Totally new puzzle.
Revelio.
Oh. They tied. No idea. I'm just gonna kind of roll it. Trial and error this. Wait, what if I... Nope. Dang it. Hmm. I wonder if there's more things that I have to find to mess with it. Ooh, flue power. Flue powder. Okay, so getting my wand. Okay. So I meet Osai Nosai, Natty Osai out there. What is this one? So some wand handles. This one was also wand handles and some gold. We will deal with that next. I think I want to go to Hogsmeade and learn ancient magic throw and ancient stuff about ancient magic. Advance the main quest a little bit. We'll go here. Okay, I haven't completed enough there, haven't completed enough there or there. But I think I've completed enough here to get the next thing. Sweet, so we got some neat gloves. I swear I claimed stuff, yet I don't seem to see it. Inventory. Oh, gear appearance reward. Okay, so that's what it can. I can make it look like that. Gotcha. So it's not. I didn't gain gear. I can make it look like that piece of gear. And I'm guessing that that's going to be a thing that I can do down the line. And that's the little quest log. Fascinating. Okay, what's the best way there? Ooh.
It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why that portrait was empty.
Huh. Oh, she's still talking about the portrait. Isn't that cool? Alright, we're gonna go meet Natty by the entrance. Alright, so this should just open. What? So the one punched the other's arm. I wonder if that'll evolve later. Hey, there's Natty.
Hello, looking for me?
Alright, that's Sayonai. Let's go.
Not at all. Professor Weasley tells me that you need to go to Hogsmeade. You must be eager to have your own things again. And to see the village.
I've been looking forward to it.
Good. Shall we set off? I intend to give you a first-rate Hogsmeade experience.
Cool.
glad Professor Weasley asked me to accompany you.
Really?
We can swim. Actually, we can jump in water.
I extend an invitation to you myself. I thought you might enjoy a butterbeer in the village.
We made a friend.
The timing of Professor Weasley's owl was perfect. I cannot tell you how nice it is to breathe fresh air after being cooped up in ancient rooms. Grave mistake to take it as an elective class, believe me.
I believe you.
Though I suppose you would not really call it elective when your mother was the one who elected that you take it. Hogsmeade
Funny.
is beautiful this time of year. Everyone will tell you to visit at Christmas.
Man, I'm already
But
2
that's
hours
one of
in.
the few times of year I would
Didn't
rather
feel
be
like it.
indoors.
Not much for the cold, are you?
Oh, I do not mind the cold so much, but it has taken some getting used to. I did not grow up around snow. Oh,
Now you
wait,
grow your
over
hair
here.
out. Well, I'm gonna be getting a cut this next weekend, I think.
What's so special about them?
They are interesting to look at, but if you stew them, you can also use them.
Ah,
in
potions. I thought you were racist, lol. Wait, what? What? Why did this... What? I'm confused.
Look, from the Forbidden Forest.
Oh, are you saying that because I've decided to hang out with, Natsai Onai?
Been spotted nearby.
Think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
That's the Forbidden Forest on the left. It's off
Ooh,
limits to
I've got the blue
students,
thing
as the
for...
name implies.
Why is it off limits?
I mean, I figured that I'd hang out with the fellow Gryffindor.
I think that calling it forbidden only makes it more alluring. Ah, there's Hogsmeade over the crest. Past that ruin. I would spend all of my time exploring if I could.
Remember last time?
I was surprised when Professor Weasley mentioned that you knew the area, since you're relatively new here.
She said that?
Ooh,
She
Thestrals.
knows more about me than I had thought. I will say.
Last time.
While I certainly learn a great deal in class, much
If you're talking
time
about
between
D&D,
the side of the castle walls.
I do frequently make jokes. I don't remember what I said though. I remember vaguely,
How you said
but
to
not
me,
specifically.
I remember the week that followed my arrival feeling quite strange.
Interesting.
Everything was so new and unfamiliar.
I'm getting used to things. What about you? Do you
Ooh,
find
there's
yourself-
like
I
things.
still miss my homeland,
Things.
but it is
Gems
beautiful
and
here
stuff.
too. And getting out of the castle and exploring helped me to adjust quite a bit. Hogwarts has become something of a home now, I would say. Hopefully it will for you too. Mr. Moon! He is the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello,
I'll
Mr.
grab
Moon.
some of these. Oh,
Have you met our new fifth year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Miss Onai. Turn and run.
mm?
Is everything alright, sir?
Oh, it looked right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did Mr. Moon?
Jemmy guys.
I have no problems with it.
Terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
Wonder what he saw.
Oh, Mr. Moon. A demiguise. I think he had too much
Shh.
fun in the village.
Yeah, there'd be
I
no
must say,
demiguise
I
here.
have not seen him in such a state.
Whoa. I can actually pull that. Okay, that was pretty sick. I didn't know that that was gonna work like that.
To see outside of the
That was
castle
pretty
walls,
fun.
not just Hogsmeade.
I just kind
I
of
am happy
did it to
explore
do it.
whenever you'd like. Rumors being what they are about goblins and such, it might be nice to have a friend with you.
So I can have her just kind of hang around. I think the game looks great for what it is. Like, nothing about it has disappointed me. The look of the game doesn't disappoint me, but I'm also never one to care too hard on graphics. This is the high graphic fidelity level.
And you can get any sweet you can imagine.
I mean, it's not perfect, but
I
like,
cannot choose a favorite
no
genre.
game is, but
It changes with every visit.
for what I wanted out of
I
the
can't
Harry
tell
Potter
you
game,
two
so
are
far
certain
I've gotten
to
it.
find everything you need in Hogsmeade. Professor
Like, I'm
Weasley said that
at a
you
miss for
special
what
recipes
I'm wanting more of so far.
And
A new wand.
Yes, a new one.
you will enjoy Mr. Ollivander, and I am keen to see what you will do with a wand of your own. You should be able to collect everything you need and still have time to explore a little as well.
So she's not gonna show me everything?
At your own pace.
Okay.
We can meet up in the town circle when you are finished.
So we'll meet up at the town circle. So I probably end at Ollivander's. So that's locked. Okay, I can use the map to view stuff. Hogsmeade map shows shops and points of interest. You can track these by pressing that. Okay, so we exit the shop, the thing. Okay. So visit Tomes and Scrolls, then Ollivander's, then the potion shop. Whoops. Go to a map of Hogsmeade. Okay, so there's Ollivander's. So we're right by Ollivander's, but okay, so we'll go back there, then we'll go here, and then we have the J. Pippin potions, and then whatever else we needed to go and see. So, yeah. Because otherwise I'll never come back and do the Tomes and Scrolls.
An inquiring mind.
Hello there.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts, Professor Weasley.
Ah, okay, so I just have to ask for what Weasley ordered.
Student. I thought I might be seeing you soon. I am the proprietor here.
I wonder if we can get more things from him.
I take it you've had a conjuring lesson then.
I'm afraid I haven't yet, sir.
But you will soon enough. It is magic at its purest.
Conjuring.
Creating something out of nothing.
Okay.
Of course, it is not without complexity.
Yes.
But that is where my spell.
That is very difficult.
Stay the course, and you could soon impress even Professor Weasley.
That's certainly something to aspire to, Mr. Brown. I look forward to that day.
And I too see in it. Spellcrafts are incredibly useful for conjuring unique items like custom pieces of furniture or decoration.
Oh, right. Alright, sweet, I can conjure. Okay.
For now, let's get the spellcrafts you need. A potting table and a potion station. Yes?
I believe so, sir.
Good. Nothing like being able to grow your own ingredients and brew what you want when you want.
This is cool. I like this.
Let's look at what we have, shall we?
Okay, so then I'm gonna go on ahead and buy. So I see. I'm gonna buy conjurations from him that I can put. I see. Very expensive. But interesting. I like it. I assume Ollivander's will be mostly a visit and then never visit again. Like, I can't imagine there's too much interaction because it's for your wand. That's about it. Okay.
I'll be right with
Ah, yes, it's wonderfully charmed.
you. Just a moment, please.
So he knew that I was coming and was given a basic description. Wonderful.
I'm looking
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
about time.
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerald Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world.
For
It's a
sure.
pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we?
Okay.
No, not you. Yes. Powerful core.
So it's gonna fail? Because mine's longer than 10.5 inches.
Here.
I believe mine is at 12.
Well, go ahead, swish.
Uh-oh.
How odd. Once more, come on. Really swish it.
Explodes.
Oh dear.
Not that one.
Good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry. No,
A rare wood?
A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try.
Somehow I don't feel like this is gonna go very well either.
Oh goodness. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. Perplexing. Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are.
Okay, so it's this box.
I think you might be the one. Here. Take it.
And then you get to do wand customization. Okay. So, notched, warm brown. Pear wood, phoenix feather, slightly yielding, 12.5 inches. So, I want to see here. Oh, interesting.
Curious indeed.
It's not changing anything, right? Okay. I'm curious though, so I can also change all the other attributes. So I do have a couple options. Oh god, I'm gonna be here for a minute.
Curious indeed.
Okay, so the notched version. Okay, the classic gray.
How intriguing.
I'm not quite sold on that design. The soft spiral, I kind of like this, but I think I don't really see a good handle on it. The honey brown, it's a contender for sure. This definitely feels the most magical.
How intriguing.
But I think that it's only right to do dark brown if I go that direction. So though I am almost sold on just the notched brown there. I'm gonna quickly look at. Okay, does it? Range of magic. I wonder if that has any bearing. It doesn't seem to.
How intriguing.
Kind of like the gray color, to be honest. I like how many options I have with this one wand. Will it stand out too much, in my opinion? Because this is a nice... Made a mistake giving me too many options. I don't think that I like the ring, to be honest. But now I'm on this natural. I kind of like this natural. But I don't know if I like it more in the honey brown or the gray. I definitely don't like the classic. I thought that I was going to like the classic initially, but it really doesn't feel right. I keep going back to this notched. And I think that the notched and the warm brown is the only one that feels right. This color feels almost correct. I think we go with this. After all of that, I think I go with the notched warm brown. I think I like the notch. Cause like some of these are cool, but like I don't really like that. Don't like that. I'm between those two designs.
How intriguing.
Oakwood? No, mine's pear wood. Mine's a pear wood wand. Unyielding. I like the slightly yielding. Apparently my wand is very unyielding.
How intriguing.
Between that natural... Tough choices. And I'm starting to talk myself into other colors too. Not that one though, but that one. Ugh. See, I kind of like the intricacies of the design there. This doesn't really have that. It's all smooth. I think I like this. I think we're going with this. Final decision. We're going this way. Oh.
Do you think?
Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
Of course. And a phoenix feather core is terribly selective. This will be an excellent match indeed.
God, that makes me curious what he says about the rest of them.
Should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
Interesting.
That sounds wonderful.
I wonder what that means.
I'll let you get to it.
I wonder if that means that there's a
Come and
forgiveness
see me
mechanic.
again if ever I can be of further assistance.
Protego.
Hey. Fascinating. Wonderful. So you can...
Lumos.
Oop. Alright. Yeah, you can interrupt casting with Protego. Okay, I like that. Right. We should probably figure out what the next spot is. Okay, so we need to go here yet. And then the other one is the... Okay, let's see where that is, because I don't recognize it. Oh, okay, I see. It's just beyond the potions. Wonderful.
J. Pippin's potions.
Hey.
Pardon me, sir.
Oh, thank goodness. When I heard the bell, I thought you were Miss Larlang. Not that she deigns to come here. Though, I don't believe I've seen your face here before, either.
It's my first time in Hogsmeade, actually.
Is it really? Well, Harry Pippin at your service. And this is J. Pippin's
Happy Man.
potions for all ailments. You'll have read it on the sign, of course, but Grandfather always made me say it in full. How may I help you today?
Professor Weasley sent me to collect some recipes. I'm new at Hogwarts.
You're the student she sent the owl about.
Ah,
I
there
set
you
your things aside immediately. I suspected if you're anything like I was at your age, you'd want your potion supplies. Is it not the most fascinating art, potion making? Rivals anything you can do with a wand, I've always said.
I can't have Felix Felicis, though.
They may not be as showy spell-work, but make no mistake, they are just as powerful. They can heal, destroy, protect. You'll discover all of this soon enough. As it's your first time in, I should mention that it's not just potion recipes I sell. I also offer ready-made drafts for all manner of uses, and I unveil new ones from time to time. Pop in when you can so you don't miss out on anything. But for now, let's get you those recipes, shall we? What can I do for you today?
Alright, so we'll take the Edorus potion recipe. Okay, so increases defense, and then the healing potion.
Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory. Or come back another time if you're in a rush today.
I have no money, so... Alright.
Revelio.
See if Revelio wants to... There's a page somewhere? It's over here? No. Is it over here? I'm getting closer. I'm assuming that I'm hearing some 3D sound. Oh, I am. Nice. Hey, we got some gold too. Oh wait, no. Alright, I saw it. Let's go. Got it. Okay, in any case. We were in the right area. Ah, yes, this individual. Makes sense.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the seeds Professor Weasley.
Oh, the dittany for the new 5th year. I take it that's you then. Merlin's beard. Starting Hogwarts as a 5th year. You must be positively reeling from it all.
Not at all. I'm choosing to see it all as one big adventure.
Oh, bravo! Not everyone has the temperament to take things as they come. Name's Timothy Teasdale, by the way.
Nice to meet you, Timothy.
My shop, the Magic Neep. I keep the carts out here because I like a good chat. Can't very well be in the thick of things if I'm hidden away inside now, can I?
I suppose not.
In addition to seeds, I have plenty of plants. Grow everything myself. The speciality is potion ingredients. Even Pippin purchases from me.
So he's got good ingredients.
Let me guess. You're after
Okay,
something
so
fresh.
Dittany seeds.
Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
Well, that's everything. Better go and find Natty.
Alright. Yes, let us go find Natty Ozai. Can't wait till I can fly around. That's... there's so many things to be excited about that you can do in this game. Oh, this. There's just such little details that are done onto this game that I love. Alright, let's go over to Natty. I figured that the cutscene would have happened sooner.
I have everything. I see what you meant about not being able to pick a favorite shop.
We should walk around a bit more. Perhaps today is the day I finally pick one.
Oh. Well, alrighty then. We should probably assist.
Draw it away from the building! Away from the village!
We need to go help. Oh, another one. Alright, so we know how to dodge now.
Are we weakening him at all?
Keep at it! We have to wear him down!
Ouch.
Rebellion.
What was that?
I was trying to beat him in his own game.
I like it! Do more of it!
Just keep throwing stuff at him. Get out of his way. Ouch. Ouch. I meant to dodge. There we go. We're out. Could have just blocked that, I guess. We'll just keep dodging for now.
Took him long enough.
We need to make sure he stays that way. Descendo!
I was unsure what kind of attack that was going to be. Get out of his way. Keep out of the way. Then you gotta go for at least 2 strikes there. Alright. Then he's gonna go for 2 strikes. I'm learning that. There we go. And I managed to pull off a Stupefy. Sweet. There we go. And then he's gonna crash with that. And I can throw that at him. That was some. We'll invoke some ancient magic then. Boom. We blew him up. Go us.
Goodness! A second troll. Did you two take on a fully grown troll? By yourselves?
I suppose so. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Merlin's big. Are you alright?
We are, and we were glad to help.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that. The makings of an aura, if you ask me.
Hey, we can become an aura.
Are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back to where they were.
Of course, officer.
Singer. Officer Singer. And thank you, again.
Repairer.
Okay. Oh yeah, sweet.
Good as new.
I will see what he wants.
One less thing for Officer Singer to worry about.
Oh yeah, that's actually some pretty big damage there if we're able to repair it. That's pretty convenient.
Repairer. Lucky they didn't do more damage.
Quite a lot of things to repair. And quite a... Jeez. Ain't magic crazy. Is that all offenders? No.
We were
Who's
just
this?
talking about you.
Hello?
Hello,
Augustus
sir.
Hill?
I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself, Augustus Hill, clothier extraordinaire.
Oh, goody.
I'd like to thank you for your remarkable bravery in fighting those trolls, and not to mention your help restoring Hogsmeade to its rightful state.
I was happy to help.
Frankly, you deserve an Order of Merlin. But I can offer you something
Much more useful.
I own Gladrag's wizardware, and among my inventory are some unique items that afford certain protections, as it were. Life-saving protections. And as I suspect this won't be your last dangerous encounter, I'd like to give you one such set of robes. In thanks for what you did today.
That's very kind of you, Mr. Hill. I can't accept robes, though.
Does the structure mean anything? We can just repair it like that.
Nonsense! I insist!
It does if
Let's
you're dead.
try this on the side, shall we?
And if it's
Plenty for your perusal today. Take
if
your time.
save on labor costs, that's true. If it's damaged beyond a certain point, I think it's not repairable. Like if things are like reduced to dust, there has to be pieces for it to go back together. And depending on the extent of the damage, I think it takes longer, which I think was made obvious by that spell. Different things did take different amounts of time. Traditional school robe. Okay, so I got a stronger traditional school robe. Yeah, huh? So I select that gear slot, and then I select the new robe. I get it. I understand. This is how clothing works.
What an extraordinary introduction to Hogsmeade. I would say that we,
At least
and
one.
you in particular, have earned at least one better beer.
She's not
Shall
gonna.
we head to the Three Broomsticks?
She's not gonna question the magic all that much. She just kind of was like, "Cool, you did a thing. It's dead." Wait. Sweet. What is this? Okay. That doesn't seem to do anything. Doesn't seem to care too much. Well, there's another chest, so I guess we'll open that for now. Oh, okay. There's another thing flying outside. There it is. Oh, there's even another one. Oh, hey, Ludlow. Yeah, I am alive. I've just been busy being married. Alright, we'll follow you to the Three Broomsticks now. Sorry, I had to go get my pages. What's up, Ludlow?
You might even meet Serona, the owner. She is a charming hostess and a powerful witch. Good one to know.
I never claimed to be dead. I did visit Aiden at one point, but that was still quite some time ago. Oh, I saw another page. Oh, we're gonna make trouble for ourselves, aren't we? I want the page.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who's this child? What are you not telling me?
So he went. Oh, right, because he knew that who I am.
That if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
Let's go.
Yeah-oh.
Did they see us?
I don't think so.
What was that?
They definitely saw us.
Ranrock is working with Rookwood.
The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd
Uh-oh.
seen him somewhere.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We revealed some details.
Quickly, let's get inside the Three Broomsticks.
Wait, you visited him? Damn. Yeah, well, I visited his stream.
I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Serona.
Huh?
You be well.
Okay. I think I've seen the scene that's about to happen here before.
Now, what can I... Oh. There's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me.
Thank you, Serena.
About the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one, single-handedly took down a troll.
Is that
You
right?
helped.
Well done.
Thanks for this.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before. Something's not right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with are...
Rookwood. Right on cue.
How timely.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Serona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the two of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm not here for this one anyway.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me.
Shh. Everyone pulled once on him.
My friend is busy.
I like that. Everyone's like, let's go. You want to go, Rookwood?
Come, Theophilus. The Three Broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere. Can't drink butterbeer forever.
Yeah, he's just gonna wait.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy.
And I've only just met him.
Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Trolls, Ranrock, and Rookwood. What are you not telling me?
I promise to tell you everything, but it's perhaps best I do that later.
In the common room. Alone.
I think that now might be a good time to head back to the castle.
Where did our army of wizards go? Are they not gonna... Well... Because Rookwood, like, it's not like we could go anywhere else. There was no flue powder in the Three Broomsticks, so... Alright, so... What are we explaining everything to her?
Intimidated by thugs like Rookwood and Harlow.
I want to understand what's going on, and I hope you will tell me. But for the moment, we should return to the castle. Professor Weasley will
before.
certainly hear about
This
the
is before.
protest soon if she hasn't already. I don't want her to worry.
This is like in somewhere between the 18 and 1900s. Oh, okay, so we just select the Hogwarts map. Oh, right, you don't... you don't need to be by a different flue powder thing in order to get to the common room. You just simply do. Yeah, this is before Harry Potter. But you get to tell your own story. You get to have your own wand. I don't think I've unlocked the talent tree quite yet. Nope, I have not. I'm gonna have quite a few points to spend by the time I unlock the talent tree, I think. Oopsie. Let's see here. I kind of assumed the next... so Voldemort already exists? I don't remember the years. No, this is pre-Voldemort. Yeah, this is before Voldemort. Because Voldemort... this is like... probably somewhere around 100 years before Voldemort, because because Dumbledore doesn't exist yet. Because this is before, this is the earliest we've seen. I think we're in like 1880, because I think the Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher mentioned something about like 1876 or something, and it sounds like she wasn't much younger back when 1876 was going on. So do with that information what you will. So I did have some side quests that I wanted to help with. But where does the main quest go? Oop. Nope, didn't want to set that. Go to Hogsmeade's map, see if maybe... That doesn't seem to be having anything either. I guess we'll check quests. Currently no assignments. Regroup with Professor Fig, so that'll just kind of happen, I guess. So that's what we'll do in the main. In which case, for now, we'll just go and do some side quests until it's later revealed how we will we'll meet up with him again. So easy peasy. We'll just select that and then we'll go there, because I have no idea where Fig's gonna be. Defense Against the Dark Arts, talk to Zimbino. Okay, let's go over here. Whew. I think I do want to at least get Incendio before I go to bed, because I wanna have some spells. Oh, what is your predicament?
Don't you know who I am?
No.
Zenobia,
Just...
the girl whom everyone at school hates for no reason.
Why does everyone hate you?
Everyone hates you. Why?
Because Hogwarts is full of bullies and spoil sports. Leander
What did
Pruitt's
you
one of
do?
the worst, that no-talent moon mind. I wanted to make some new friends, and so I brought my collection down to the common room. My gobstone collection, that is. I was hoping someone would want
Oh,
to
did
play.
someone steal her gobstone
Play
collection?
Gobstones, little balls, like marbles. Grand game. And if you lose, they spray you with a foul-smelling liquid.
I think I'm figuring out why she isn't very popular. Would just be nice. Interesting. I don't want to play. Yeah, I'm just being nice.
So cruel. Just because they're sprayed all over with smelly gobstone spit, it's their own fault for losing. Imelda is one of the worst losers. Everett and Astoria are terrible as well.
I think you're a bad winner.
All losers have taken my gobstones and hidden them in very high places all over the school.
Okay, this is a long one.
Rather an overreaction in that.
Yeah, that part's an overreaction. I'll admit that.
I can't work out how to get them back on my own.
Accio?
I don't think I know the necessary spells yet. I need someone, perhaps a selfless and talented fifth year to help me.
So she doesn't know Accio yet. Any ideas how to reach them?
Do you have any suggestions on how to get your gobstones down from their hiding spots?
I don't know.
Himself. Whoever hid my gobstones that high got up there somehow.
I think Accio might be the fucking solution. I don't know. I don't know why I think that.
School.
Not really. Natty said hello once, but not a word since.
So Natty doesn't hate you. Natty also just doesn't probably really know that you exist.
Help. If you do find all of my gobstones, do come and see me again. I'll be back to playing Snake Pit and Jackstone by myself in no time.
Okay, so there's 6. Is anything... what? I don't know where that's leading me.
Revelio.
Just kind of want an example of these gobstones. Okay, I can hear a page. There's a flu network though right around the corner. I dare say we... Oh, I already have it. Okay. Okay, well, it goes up this way. Does it just lead to her? Where does it take me? Not anywhere. Let's see here. Step out here. Okay.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
I see. There we go.
Zenobia's gobstones? I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
Okay, so this is going to take me around to the gobstones. Well, then we'll do this while we're here. I think I get a bit of gold for it as well. I thought it was going to be a longer fetch quest, to be honest, but... Okay, this isn't great. I hope it's taking me to the closest gobstone, and if it is, Jesus,
I'd
what
better keep an eye on high places around the
assholes.
school for Zenobia's gobstones.
So, she...
Revelio.
Okay. I'm gonna take a weird guess here and say that it's somewhere up this thing. So this is divination. Let's see here. Well, it does say down, so maybe it wasn't up here. Oh, I see it. I can't do it. Cast Accio while I'm up here, though. Here we go. To the next one.
Off on another adventure.
Yeah, let's look up high. Maybe we are where we need to be. Ah, yes, there it is. Guess I could have used a pulso. So interesting. So now it's taking us back through the path we've taken to get more of them, which I guess will at least put us closer to her. I'm gonna be real, this would have been a pain in the ass quest to, like, have just kind of done on the side without any clue of where her gobstones might be.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for some
Another one? I guess at least he had a little line anytime you were near one. Ooh. Another field guide. And another. I do like the magic system of this game. So far, at least. I've rather enjoyed casting spells. So far, this game feels pretty good to just kind of control, and even this aim. Oh, I thought I saw. Oh, okay. I did see it apparently. Another one. Well, it says that I'm here. Well, okay. So the last one must be in the trophy room somewhere. I mean, it would make sense to put it somewhere up there. I don't know if it makes that noise. Oh. I will take that. Oh, there it is.
That's the last of Zenobia's gobstones. I should go and see her.
Interesting.
Revelio.
Another page somewhere in here. Yeah, and yet another one? There is another one somewhere. Oh. Oh, right here. And another one. Big chest. Ah, right there. Heard another one, but it's pretty far away. For now, we'll just make our way to Zenovia. We're close now. Yeah, okay, the big armor, that makes sense. There's yet another one somewhere. I'll spend all day looking for those. I'm sure I'll be back for another reason. Man, that spell goes quite far. Uh-huh, so this attaches to this door. Once I understand those, that'll help. Oh, I see. Wait a second. We have... So, double question mark. Something like that. man, once I figure this out. Well, I guess what I could do here. Reverse engineer what's correct. Okay, so we move that to the first thing. We do that. Alright. Now we do it there. Alright. And then this. That. And then, okay. And we'll just do this one more. Alright. Do that. Alright. Well, I mean, we'll come upon a solution. And then we'll go back to Zenobia. This is just the first time that I found both of this door, so I want to see if I can't glean anything through this brute force method. Because the puzzles have made sense, but I haven't been able to make heads or tails of what it all means. But we only have a couple more combinations before we get a solution. It's going to be the last combination that I try, isn't it? Quite possibly. This is the last combination of this set. Alright, we will reset. And you. This doesn't make any sense. If it worked, I was going to be a little bit confused. And then, boop, alright. And then, wait, what? Oh, that worked. Okay, the solution was that dude, and I don't know why. Fantastic. I don't think that helped answer. 2, 3, 4. I think I may have been onto something about the number of something. Not 100% sure yet. Though I have only lengthened the time which I get the spell that I'm looking for. Can't be too much longer before I learn it. This game has been pretty snappy today, which I'm pretty pleased with. Oh, get close enough to the door so it opens. I could have just used the Flu network to get back to her. That would have made more sense, but whatever. I'm quite enjoying my time around the castle.
I hope you've had more luck than I did tracking down my gobstone.
Hello,
I
Sophia.
did.
I found all your gobstones.
Really? I didn't think it was possible. However did you do it?
Common sense and basic magic.
Well, may I have my gobstones back?
I'll give them back to her.
Oh, how wonderful. I shall dedicate all my future victories to you. Speaking of which,
I'm not interested.
now that I have all my gobstones back, I wonder if anyone in the common room would be up for a game.
I'll be honest, terrible ideas, Zenobia.
No one wants to get that awful stench all over them again.
Why not? Gobstones are splendid fun, and now everyone knows the rules. Very well, off I go. Wish me luck.
Well, she's doing it anyway. Okay, well. Kind of felt bad continuing to lie to her. Okay. So we got quite a bit. We've got 15%. Nice. We're doing pretty good. TBH. Alright. We're cruising through some of this stuff, getting some decent levels, which I like. Oh. Come and see me, I've discovered something in the locket. Fat Grigots. I think I was supposed to read that, and that was supposed to be my hint. Hehe. I don't really care though. For now, can I just unequip it all? There we go. Oh man. So you can just have fancy little handles. Well, you know what? We'll roll with the nothing. I did pick it based on its look, after all. Ah! Got even better equipment. And I can't say I dislike it. We'll roam around in this for a while. Oh man. Well, let's see here. Right, I keep thinking zooming in is gonna do something. So we have the dandelion keys. And we have flying off the shelves. Well, I don't exactly know where Fig is. We'll go back to Outpost. So he's discovered something. But where can I find Fig? I haven't exactly been to his office before. Huh. Ugh. I keep forgetting how to move around this. I accidentally flipped onto the wrong thing there. Let's see our Hogsmeade map. I don't think... Yeah, he's not there. Map. Oh, then just like the Hogwarts map. Oh, there we go. Well, I could have sworn that wasn't there a second ago. But we do have Transfiguration Courtyard. Speak to Nellie Ogsbury. Okay. And then this other one. Well, we'll go and do the main, whoopsie, the main quest first. Oop, that should take us to it. I really should consider going to sleep.
You already know the dates of every goblin rebellion that hasn't even happened yet.
Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow like the dragon.
Oh, right. I'm the only one that notices it.
Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls to...
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade with Rookwood.
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me. And he would have had Serona and the patrons with 3 broomsticks not intervened.
This is great news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
Speaking of the vault, do you think that Ranrock is working with any of the goblins at Gringotts?
I do not. Gringotts goblins aren't typically the friendliest of beings, but they have a great deal deal of integrity. No, I dare say after what happened to that poor banker, the goblins at Gringotts are no followers of Ranrock.
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes.
Ah, yes, the locket.
I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared.
Interesting.
Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. A restricted section, to be precise. And a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
Ooh.
I suspected you would see something. Shall we go? I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened at Newton, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous.
Yeah, it's a little late.
With Professor Hecat a bit before we continue.
Okay.
But sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything.
I'm gonna learn more spells.
Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me.
I accept this.
I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
Okay. Report to Hecat. No, abso-freaking-lutely. Get me in that classroom. I almost jumped off that edge, just in the hopes that it would let me. It didn't let me take a shortcut. Come on, I was good for it. I could make it. Ooh, Revelio. Damn it. Alright, there we go. Oh, another one. Right by where she's standing. If I'm not mistaken. I am mistaken. Oh well. We'll talk to her.
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds
versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio. You know where to find me once you've finished.
Okay, so I've got to win 2 rounds of crossed wands.
isn't as secret as it's believed to be.
Oh, she's just straight up like, crossed wands. Just go complete another round of that. Spell combinations practice with Luke and Brattleby. Oh, I love that I've got that my assignment is to go do more crossed ones. That's awesome. I was hoping to do more combat, to be honest. I'm a little sad that I don't know Incendio before I do it, but that's okay. I know Stupefy, I know Accio, and I know Guard, and I know Levioso. Ooh. Gibbs. Peeves? Ooh. I so thoroughly enjoy finding those pages. Anytime you can just catch a glimpse of something. Alright, Lucan.
Ready for another round?
I think so. We shall see.
Oh, Natsai.
There's no one in the school I'd be afraid to duel.
I know, Sebastian. I know.
There we go.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations combinations to practice.
Alright, I just want to practice the combinations. I am.
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Alright, so we need to finish all of them. That's important. So we do Accio. Okay.
Excellent form.
And then we're also going to do the Levioso. Because that's really all we can do. I wonder if it's going to... Okay, then it's going to have me do Levioso. Oh, shit. Yeah. I just messed up where my spells were. There we go.
Nicely done. I'd say that's enough practice. You looked good out
So Levioso into a couple of hits into Accio.
one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
Oh goodness.
Hello, Lucan. Is the next round of Cross the Wands all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
Oh, I'm gonna be alone. That's fine.
Let's do it.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
Oh, can I just... You know what? I'm gonna bring Natsai Onai with me.
Yes, Natty.
Then let's get to it.
Yeah, I like the idea of just dueling with this ally for now.
Apologies in advance.
Alright. So, breakthrough. Yeah, I know. Oh, I guess they only had me using Levioso before. Damn it. That's not what I wanted. Damn it. Damn it. What the fuck? I'm messing up. Alright, we just need to... I messed up. There we go. Get her up. Nope. I'm annoyed.
Oof. Glad I didn't reckon you that round. Care to go again?
Yes.
I'll give it another go.
Are you kidding me? The people that I need to not be in my way are the ones that are in my way. Damn it. Oh. There we go. So that's her down for... Okay, I thought that was gonna get her down at least for a little bit. Ouch. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I just need to get better at doing like that. Damn it, I didn't see the indicator. What? Keeping my spell straight is getting hard.
You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you, but after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning, or at least surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then.
Need more spells.
So to speak.
Assignment's all finished.
Ugh. That's what I really feel like I'm missing. I just feel like I'm missing out on spells. Oop, no, didn't want to set a waypoint. Oh, yeah. So where I'm headed is there. Okay, yeah, we're going in here. There. There we go. Ooh. Fumbling my way around the controls at the moment. Let's go find Professor Hackett. Unfortunately, can't cut very many corners, it would seem. I need to slow down my dueling.
Brattleby was able to accommodate you, and that you found.
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hackett.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor.
Yes. I'm sorry to say, I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin. And remember, focus on the proper wand movement. Concentrate. And keep your wand steady.
Incendio.
Good work.
Yep. All right. Oh, okay. And that. So that's how you switch them. Okay. We have most of the basics here.
Incendio.
Nice.
Accio. Incendio.
Getting it. Keep at it. And do try.
Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
All right. So I can help him out. See the problems, transfiguration, flying off the shelves. It's definitely not by the Great Hall. Isn't by any of those. Must have been over here somewhere. Whoops. Because I know there's a flea network near it. This would be it. But it seems that Lucan isn't here right now, so I can't. Ah, damn. How unfortunate. Oh. However. How also convenient. I think I see something that I can burn. Maybe? Doubtful.
Incendio.
Yeah, not so. Got some gold out of it. Okay. That's what, I'll go for a few minutes more. We might as well learn disillusionment charm. Whoops. I will probably always make that mistake. This way.
Revelio.
Yeah, it's somewhere further away. Alright, well, we shall wait.
Ah, there you are.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Heckett.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and the other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig, I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule.
Your schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office.
Kind of rude. Does he send me there alone?
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the
Okay,
restricted
so
section
he's
will
gonna
have to wait a
have me
bit
hold
longer.
off
But
unless I
Professor,
can.
we have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
Uh-oh. Well, Sebastian's a bad influence.
Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section.
Oh, God.
Perhaps he'll have an idea.
Interesting that I know much about the restricted section, considering the newness of my arrival. I did remember seeing Sebastian down here.
Sebastian, there you are.
I was hoping to see you. I was in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack and saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow.
Oh, you were there.
Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
I'll tell him.
Seems he's working with Ranrock. And Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts.
Ranrock? And when were you at Gringotts?
Professor Fig and I ended up there after the dragon attack. It's quite the tale. Fig had this portkey.
A portkey? To Gringotts? I'm not sure I'd follow.
I barely followed myself, and I was there. Anyway, we ended up in an ancient vault where we found a map. That map leads to the restricted section.
You can't be serious.
Deadly serious. Professor Fig has insisted that I not tell a soul about any of this. I've probably said too much.
Understood.
Huh.
Your secret's safe with me. Whatever it is.
He
Thank
doesn't
you,
quite
Sebastian.
understand. He's like,
You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight. And tell no one.
understood.
What will happen if we're caught in the restricted section?
Detention, no doubt. But a word of caution or two will help. For one, avoid Peeves, the poltergeist. Aside from wanton destruction of property, he loves nothing more than telling on the likes of us.
How concerned should I be about the librarian?
Madam Scribner doesn't take kindly to clandestine activities taking place amongst her precious books. So do all that you can to avoid her. She and I have had our entanglements, but I can hold my own against her. You may not be so lucky.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
Oh. Okay.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The
Disillusion
Disillusion
Charm.
Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
Alright. There we go. Disillusionment charm. Okay. That goes there.
Quieter than a jobberknoll.
And here we go.
If I can see you, the prefects might be able to as well. Be careful.
I like how the paintings are just like, be careful. The paintings encourage this kind of behavior. Hang out there longer. Doesn't matter. Didn't see me fast enough. Fuck off. Alright.
Blast. Librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
Well then don't get in my way, matey.
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I say usually, but it'll still be alright. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
Wait, why do we need a key? Isn't there a spell for this?
Hello, Homora. That's how I always used to get it. But the librarian twigged that I knew the spell and cast an anti-Hello Homora charm on the lock.
Oh, well
So
then.
now it's just this key. But don't worry. I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves?
Where's she going? Because I lost track of my ally. Alright. Good. We go in. Freaky. I did not know how that was going to work. I did not realize that I'd just instantly get the key. I thought there was going to be like a little bit of searching to do. But that's fine.
That wasn't so difficult after all. To find that book.
Alright. Because we assume that it's a book. Alright. Basic cast will undetected to lure authorities and enemies to a desired location. Okay. That tells.
Don't let her see you.
Nerve-wracking. Slightly. Okay. God damn it. Okay.
Should be in the clear. No need for us to be stalking around.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister.
Ah.
So that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think we'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No. We've tried everyone from Nurse Blaine to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
Well.
Leviosa.
To be quite frank, I will only know it when I see it. I wonder if I need to cast Reparo. No? Maybe it's just a... no.
Leviosa. Who have we here? Sebastian Solo and his new little throne. Shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty. You'll get caught.
Peeves, don't.
I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell.
Oh, blast, Pete! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
Wait, I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way with the faculty when it comes to disciplinary matters. Besides, I like having friends who are in my debt.
Oh, that sounds mysterious.
Now, where's that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor.
Oh, okay, so I was right.
Reparo.
Casted the correct spell, but I had to have my Peeves encounter first. Okay, well then I further move through this. Okay.
Of course, traces of ancient magic.
Yeah.
There must be more to this one.
I really hope that we were expecting traces of magic. Okay. Oh, goodness. Yeah. I kind of figured we were walking through stuff. We're gonna get ourselves into a little bit of trouble, aren't we? Oh, yeah.
Where might this lead?
Athenaeum.
Reparo.
See, nope. Can I?
I need to wake up that rune over there.
Okay. So I can basic cast to wake up runes. Oh, there's definitely enemies here.
Not surprising. Guards at the ready.
This will just quickly blow up one of them.
Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
There we go. Easy enough. Your gift of ancient attacking or taking damage. Successful template hit combos will begin gathering. Okay. Okay. So the more that I can kind of do, the more that I'll get the prompt. And I could have used more of the prompt there, but I'm kind of wondering if I'm going to run into more potent foes. Oh yeah, no, it's good game. Good fucking game. Ouch.
Incendio. Incendio. Levioso.
Goodbye. Whew. I wonder. Can I pull myself over with Accio? Hmm. Huh. That change anything about our situation here? I want to get to that thing. Oh, did that activate? Oh, I wonder. Can I basic cast that? Huh. Maybe it's not an area that I can actually get to. Yeah, that's not completely a crazy thing to say, I believe. Oh, okay. Cool. That just kind of, yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, that's just, you know, kind of slightly tight timing.
This must be the way forward, but to where?
Destroy all the things. Destroy the pot. Oop. Okay.
Nearly there. Let's keep my wits about me.
I see. If I can get over there, this affects that. Fascinating. Open up that chest. I want to find my way to that. Yeah, it didn't hurt to check. Great, that means that chest that I saw earlier. Okay, well, oh shoot. It doesn't seem like I currently have a way to get to those rooms. Looks like that I'm about to have a big combat encounter though. So let's actually see what happens here. Okay. Oh, interesting. I can jump to this for sure. Okay. Okay. Fascinating. So then we hit that. That brings us up this bit. And then we can get to that. Cool. I at least got one of the cool chests. Yeah. Yeah, that sucks. No bueno. Oh wait, can I? What? Can I not cast? Am I just stuck in Reparo casting forever now? Please stop. Okay. Yeah, that's just not okay. I thought maybe he could repair it. It's fine. Just stop. Unfortunate that's permanently done for. Oh wait. Interesting. Oh shoot. Oh right, A would be the better way to do that, huh? Because jump, like an actual jump. Because yeah, that's a chest. I do wonder if I go to the next room. Step 2 to the screen. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of figured that was going to be the case. Martin did make a claim to being interested. If you guys were just going to destroy it. Is there something I'm missing in this room itself? Oops. You know, like it feels like I must be able to get to this chest. Yeah, I didn't do anything. Yeah, it didn't work. Yeah, other than a couple basic casts. Yeah, I don't know what he wants. I would message him and just see if he can tell you what he wants. Oh well. I don't see a way to get that. And as far as I can tell, there's not another section for me to shoot. Can of course check behind us. Seemed like something that would fix itself, but oh well. Well, arrest in pepperoni. All right, a lot of things going on here. Ouch. Not the one that I wanted to hit. It's pretty cool. Get rid of one of them here. Ouch. Damn it, I missed. Need to get better with my Protego.
It is a book after all.
Oh, we did come for a book. I wonder if it's gonna teach me a spell? I kinda doubt it. Be pretty cool if it taught me another spell. Oh. It's one of those memory things. Time to stick my face in the pool. Interesting. Were they all capable of ancient magic? Because they only made it indicated that this one dude was. Terraforming is a dangerous game.
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald? Professor Rackham?
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood? Professor Vacal?
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morgan, when we spoke yesterday, perhaps you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited Pampa.
I recognized you all immediately. Thank you for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere back then. My father insists it was my imagination running wild. It was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
First of all, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not
Yeah.
get ahead of ourselves.
So that's why I'm also being admitted.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
All your points are D&D related. Oh yeah, I didn't change them back. I should probably do that. I'll have it fixed for tomorrow's stream. I'll find some time.
Sebastian.
in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But
that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
there was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
How do I leave? Not confident, just kind of walking out, to be honest. I'm currently not tracking anything. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing anymore. So I'm probably gonna just teleport to the Hogwarts common room for now and then go to bed. It's probably a good choice. Probably a good plan. Probably a good. So I can go back to the Athenaeum. Interesting. Into the Gryffindor common room we go. Well.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Not yet. Whew. Yes, I must go get some sleep. I'm having a fucking blast. I cannot wait to do more of this game and see what, what things I have yet to discover. I've made significant progress in level. I hope you guys are enjoying. I will come back with this tomorrow for a couple more hours. The video in its entirety will be available on YouTube, hopefully later I guess later today. I'll start uploading it immediately, and details will get added to it later. I'll try and do that sometime during the day. But yeah, if you enjoyed, come join come follow me on Twitch, where I will continue to stream this. Twitch is Skyward 2014. What is it? Twitch.tv/Skyward 2014. That's what it is. Twitch.tv/Skyward 2014. YouTube is Skyward 2014. You can subscribe there to catch the videos if you miss a stream. But other than that, I'll see you all tomorrow. Goodbye.